Good morning, my builder base extraordinaires. Today, I usually skip over stage 2 because it's too weak, it's boring, it's unenjoyable, it's repetitive, everyone uses the same stage 2s at the top. But today, I realized that not everybody is just godlike at stage 2. So, I'm going to be showing you how to clear any stage 2 with just 2 cannon carts, 1 camp of archers, and of course the battle machine. Now my cat is next to me, hopefully she doesn't mess us up, but why don't we go ahead and get to the first stage 2, which is the one that I'm currently looking at here. This is probably the most popular stage 2 right now. Sorry, my cat's on my keyboard. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the stage 2 itself. And what are we going to be trying to do with the cannon carts? Well, stage 2, only one building can outrange cannon carts, which of course is going to be this multi-mortar. So the multi-mortar does not protect any building though, it only protects itself, and it does make it kind of annoying. Like if you want to put a cannon cart right here to take out the cannon and the crusher, the multi-mortar is going to kind of be a problem, as is the builder hall. But in the majority of circumstances, the multi-mortar is not that big of a deal. It also, your cannon carts can tank a total of 3 separate volleys. The first 2 volleys will get it to roughly like 2-3 HP. Then the last volley, 3 shots or 2 shots are going to kill the cannon cart. So you got to be careful for the multi-mortar, but that's about it. So, oh, what is up, gangsters? That's right, it is future AJ coming in to weigh in on something I said earlier. I'm going to make this way more easy to understand. What your main goal is with the cannon cart stage 2 is to try and take down 2 cannons, 1 crusher, and 1 double cannon. If you can get more than that, that is great. If you can't get that much, that is probably not the right approach you should be taking. You should get at least 2 cannon carts, a crusher, and a double cannon, or else you're probably going to be in for a rough attack. So let's get back to what I was saying. What your main goal is, honestly, is just get that battle machine alive and get him into the game here, right? So also just notice how in everything I'm talking about in this video, I'm making sure I'm going to take down 2 cannons, a double cannon, and a crusher or more. Just pay attention to that. It's very important. What I would usually do here, there's a few other strategies, but the safest strategy is to bring in 2 cannon carts and 1 camp of archers, which I already mentioned. And the idea is you're just going to put them, just 2 cannon carts separated in 2 different places, just get some nice value. So you'll put a cannon cart maybe over here, and then that's going to take down this cannon crusher, and then it'll be able to kind of route into for the double cannon. And then maybe a cannon right up here, that'll take out this Tesla, test for traps, of course, this cannon. And then once the multi-mortar is tanked, then you can just take it out with the cannon cart as well. And then once you get down these buildings, right, let's just think of the base without these buildings. Let me erase the ones that we wouldn't get down. Then that only leaves these 3 buildings, and that is plenty of time for the battle machine to come from the corner, take out everything, charge up to max stability, and then let me just show you at this point. All right, here we go. We're only going to use the 2 cannon carts and the archers in the battle machine. So I'm going to do exactly what I told you, just going from both corners here. And let me just show you how this works. So first of all, always test for traps. It does kind of suck because having more archers is always better than having less archers. But it's important because if you were to just find a trap and you lose a cannon cart, well, you're going to really wish you had more cannon carts than more archers. So always test for traps. So we're going to go all the way over here. We're going to find a Tesla. We just outrange it with that cannon cart. And then over here, we're going to place down the archer. That's just going to walk the exact path as my cannon cart. Just to make sure, let's say there was going to be a push trap somewhere. The cannon cart just walked the exact way where it would be. So that's a super clutch move. I use it all the time just to ensure that my cannon cart is going to go the right way. And then we do make a bit of a mistake there. Leaving that cannon cart paused is actually a pretty huge mistake. I'm not going to lie. And, it's kind of good I did that just so you can kind of watch it and be like, oh, man, that was a terrible mistake. What are you, crazy? Anyway, don't do that. Don't make that mistake. That was a really bad mistake. But always try and keep your cannon carts moving, because if you don't keep them moving, you're going to be in for a bad day. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start 1 archer from this corner, And the reason we're starting it from this corner is just to make sure we're not going to time fail for 1. But also, we're going to leave 1 archer. Now, we could have used the archer to take down the crusher, but I'm opting not to do that because I want to make sure I can use that to go test all the way over here. I mean, this is, you don't have to do any of this stuff. This is starting to get a little bit excessive because I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to find a nasty push trap or something of that sort. Because if you find a push trap, you're pretty much over. And also, if your candy cart does not need to be paused, don't let it be paused or else you're just going to waste more time. These are just optimizations you can make, but look at how much faster my candy carts are moving through this base just because I know I didn't need to pause them. And now, with that out of the way, we are absolutely crushing the stage 2, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. We have all the candy carts we could want. They're really healthy, and our candy carts are just going to go ahead, clean up the rest of the base. We have a lot of time left, and that time that we got, honestly, even though we wasted, I want to say 8 seconds by leaving a candy cart paused over here, that time is just so plentiful here. I mean, we're going to have 8 seconds to spare, so we could have probably had 16 seconds left on the clock. But this is a very safe approach on that stage 2. Notice how I tested for all my candy carts with the archers, and I still crushed the base. All right, so here's another really common stage 2. And let me just show you basically the idea here. So there's 2 approaches here. The approach we just looked at that I showed you is one where you put the candy carts in separate positions. And you can do that exact same thing right here. Let me show you. You put one all the way at the top, archer to test, of course, and that candy cart will take out probably all these buildings, and then you can put one onto this elixir storage, use an archer to test, that can take out all these buildings. And then now all you have to deal with is one crusher and a double cannon. That is a beautiful way to take down the base. I do it a little bit differently though. It's not necessary to do it this way, but I'm gonna start showing you where you use 2 candy carts in one spot. Because these candy carts can take out all these buildings. Getting down that double cannon is pretty sweet, but it does leave up 2 cannons. But since you only need to use 1 archer at the top, you have 3 archers that can then take down this cannon and help you clean up. It's just a very good stage 2 approach. I love to use it. Let me show you how to do it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you the way I like to approach this base. And again, we're just gonna test for the traps all the way right there. And now, look, we put our cannon carts in the range of the Tesla, but this is honestly not that big of a deal because there's usually only 3 mines stage 2, and with those archers, we were already able to find all 3 of those mines. So let's just start going through the base. And I want you to really look at, because this is a great place to practice at stage 2. Look at how whenever I'm about to take down a building with the candy carts, starting the battle machine now, by the way. Whenever I'm about to take down a building with the candy carts, I move them. That way, I just save time, all right? That's a very huge thing. I can save 20 seconds in an attack. And that 20 seconds is the difference between a 6-star and a time fail. Now watch this. 1 archer, 2 archer. Sometimes there's spring traps right there. So that's why I placed the first archer just by itself. But now look at this whole mesh together here. We have the archers now going to clean up all the way over here. The cannon carts at the top are taking down the double cannon. And now we just have a very brutal force for this base. We're just going to go ahead, unpause the cannon carts, and now battle machine's max stability going in. We're taking down the multi-mortar. We already took down one of the crushers. We're about to take down the other crusher. Let's just put an archer in the corner. This is a slam dunk. Slam dunk, babe. I mean, huge, strong way to take down this base. And think of it, this stage 1, in this scenario, you had 1 cannon cart left, just 1 cannon cart, right? But now we're gonna be able to just absolutely crush the stage 2 with both cannon carts left, 3 archers left. The battle machine is gonna be pretty healthy. I mean, it is an absolute slam dunk here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other way of doing it since that was such a fast way. So what you're gonna do, obviously, is you're gonna test for the traps, pause that cannon cart so it doesn't run into the Tesla, and we're gonna put the cannon cart exactly where we put the archer. And then as a result of this now, it's going to walk that exact, that's a huge tip. Always just, if you're testing for traps, make sure you put your cannon cart exactly where you put the archer, because you don't want to have an archer test for bombs and then find a push trap, right? You want to make sure you're testing for as many traps as possible and you're doing it effectively. So that is why you got to make sure you're doing that. Now we can start battle machine from the corner. Again, same exact placement for him. I mean, putting him in that corner is amazing. He's just going to tank that multi-mortar, and he's even going to tank the cannon. So remember what I said in the last one, when as much time as possible, keep your cannon cart unpaused. Look at that, he's tanked for now, so we're going to unpause him immediately. That's just going to speed this up, like I want to say 2 times faster. Like it goes so much quicker. So now we have so much working around the base here. The only concern really is this double cannon, but honestly, I'm not too concerned. They'll just put the archers around the base at this point. We already found all the Teslas and bombs, so it's not like they're going to die to anything stupid like that. Maybe spring traps. I don't know. It's unlikely. We can move for the cannon cart over here, taking down the firecracker. I mean, both of these are super solid approaches. because you take down so many defenses just with the cannon carts that the battle machine at this point is just he's fine. I mean, look, this was even stronger than the first approach. I'm not gonna lie. We just got so much work done so quickly. We still have 2 archers. We still have the battle machine, even healthier than before. Absolute slam dunk once again. So this stage 2 is considered to be one of the hardest stage 2s for a cannon cart attack if you only have 1 cannon cart left, but it's still pretty doable. The reason it's so hard is it's very easy to trap. You put push traps over here, the cannon cart's flying into there. You can put push traps right here. Like, there's so many places over here to put push traps. So you don't really have a safe way to send a cannon cart from this direction without running into a push trap. So this is the base I used for my most recent number 4 finish. But it has a very, very large weakness, and that is if you put 2 cannon carts from over here, they can take down this much of the base. And as we've learned in so many of these attacks by now, if you can take down all the defenses and just leave like 1 cannon and 1 Tesla, 1 crusher, 1 it doesn't matter. So this is where you're going to go. And this is going to be one of those ones where it's more optimal to put both cannon carts in the same place, because you need to get down these defenses. And this defense is not that important. So you need to put them both in the same place. It's a very important thing to do here. Always, I moved the Tesla over here just to show you like why you should test for traps. The Tesla usually is either right here or in between this crusher. It doesn't really matter in this situation. So again, we're always testing for traps first. If you accidentally put your cannon carts in range of the Tesla, don't freak out, just unpause them. If they went straight towards the Tesla, they would have taken it out. They actually took a little bit longer because they went towards the corner building, which is fine too. Obviously, that gets them out of range. A lot of people, if their cannon carts end up in range of like a Tesla or even a cannon, they just freak out and they're like, I don't know what to do. Throw all my units at it, 3 archers onto it. Don't do that, dude. In this situation, as long as you find the bombs with the archers, that's why you place the archers down first and not like immediately put the cannon carts after. As long as you find the bombs with the archers, look at this. We're going to be complete. Let's start battle machine now, as a matter of fact. Pause that. Battle machine now. Archer from the corner. As long as you find the bombs with the archers and not with the cannon carts at all, you're completely fine, because you're not going to take too much damage. It's not going to be an issue. And your only reason you need to worry about your cannon cart's health is for that auto outpost. Look at this. Again, as much time as possible, leave those cannon carts unpaused. You do not want those cannon carts to sit there wasting more time than they already do. They are one of the slowest moving troops in this game as far as the builder base goes. And so you do not have much margin of error for them to just sit there doing nothing. Now we're going to wait for the battle machine to take 1 shot here. The reason we're going to do that is that way he regenerates his health all the way back instead of just regenerating his health a little bit back. And then now, since the battle machine's about to tank for that cannon, not yet, we move it right there, and then now we can unpause. He's tanking for the cannon. Another absolute slam dunk, because these cannon carts are just so strong. The cannon carts are truly the best troop to use stage 2. You can take down any stage 2 just with 2 cannon carts and a camp of archers. It's just important to kind of know when to do what strategy. There are 2 strategies you should use with the cannon carts. So if you can get down 2 cannons, a crusher, and a double cannon, you're usually fine. So just look on the base and figure out how to take those down. In this circumstance, that's going to be 2 cannon carts in 1 spot, right? Whereas in this circumstance, we see that to get 2 cannons, a double cannon, and a crusher, 2 cannon carts all the way up top here could work for that, right? Because we're going to get those both down, and then we got the archers coming to take down this. So that is one way to get 2 cannons, a double cannon, and a crusher. What a mouthful. But that's why also the other way works, because you're able to have 1 cannon cart up here and 1 cannon cart down there, and now you're going to get actually 3 cannons, a double cannon, a crusher, right? So that's why that way works better, because you got another defense. Again, you're just looking to get as many cannons as you can, a double cannon, and a crusher. Which of course is why it worked against this base, because of what are we getting? We're getting 2 double cannons, 2 cannons, gosh, I hate this, a double cannon and a crusher, right? We're getting all these every time. Those are the defenses you need to get down, because then the battle machine's going to go in there. He's not going to care about anything shooting him. He has so much health. He's going to be fine, right? There's also one more approach against this base that I didn't show you that is kind of just unnecessary if you're trying to just start out and learn. And that is, you could have gone with 2 cannon carts right here. They would go into the base. You could use a drop ship to open these walls, and then they would take down 2 cannons, a double cannon, and a crusher, right? As long as you get down 2 cannons, a double cannon, and a crusher, you will always 6-star. So practice your cannon cards, practice your speed with them, make sure you're unpausing them so they move to another building before they destroy the building. That just saves time, and just get them nailed down, because this is how you're going to take down any stage 2 you want just with 3 troops. And obviously, hopefully you're going to have maybe 3 cannon carts from stage 1, which will make this an even bigger slam dunk. But just practice these approaches and these concepts. Thank you. Have a good day.